Okay, so welcome back. I believe everybody has downloaded a Visual Studio Code. If you haven't done so, please visit this website, code.visualstudio.com, and I can download Visual Studio Code depending on the platform that I'm on. So I'm on Windows, so I can download this one. However, if you're on a different platform like Mac OS or Linux, you can download any one of these installers. And once you download these installers, I want you to run the installation on your machine and try and stick to the defaults and run through the installation. And once you have it installed, we want to launch Visual Studio Code. And so that's what I'm going to do right here. And so I can find it up here, or I can go down there. Visual Studio Code, not Visual Studio, but Visual Studio Code, or you can access it here. Or you can access it on your desktop if you do have the shortcut. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch Visual Studio Code. And so what I'm going to do today is primarily to make you familiar to the workspace, because it might be intimidating at first. I already have a project here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and open a new window so that, my window and your window look similar. And let's try and do that. And so forget about this window, the other one. I had another project running, and so it automatically opens up that, project that I last opened. And so now I'm on this new window. All right, so this is likely to be a window. Forget about the colors. I'm using a different theme, so your colors might be different, but the format is similar. You have the get started. And so what I want to do is I want to take you through this interface. And so we have the menu right up here. As you guys can see, we have the icon, Visual Studio icon, and then we have File, Edit, Selection, View, Go, Run. And so that's what we have. And so if I want to create a new file, I can come up to File and create a new file. I can open a file, an existing file. I can open a folder, open the recent, project that I was, working on, save as, etc. And so these are the basics in any window, if you are familiar with your computer. And so all these are the basics. On the left side, we have what we call the activity bar. So the activity bar has some icons, as you guys can see. So if you hover over, the color changes, right? And so I want to start with this Explorer. So this will tell you what this is if you hover over. And so if I click on it, and so you'll see a sidebar shown over here. So this would be an Explorer for the files that we will be working with. And so I can create a folder, and so I'll see that folder here. So here it says no folder opened because we did not create any folder. And so we can open a folder, etc. And then we have the search. This is straightforward. We can search in the workspace for a certain file, for certain words, etc. And then we have source control. Source control is when you are dealing with version control. And so we can host our project on GitHub and then use this to access it. And then we have run and debug. You can run and debug your files here. And then last but not least, we have over here what we call extensions. All right, so extensions add extra functionality to Visual Studio Code. And so we shall be using certain extensions over here. And we have additional views. And then down here, we have accounts, my account, and then you have this gear icon. And so we can manage our Visual Studio Code by clicking here and accessing our command palette, our settings, extensions, keyboard shortcuts, color theme, etc. All right, so basically this is Visual Studio Code, and you can play around with any of these to understand how it works. But generally, what I believe in is you don't have to memorize all this stuff. What you have to do is use it, and you will get to understand better. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this get started, and you'll see down here now we have an editor. So our editor is empty. We have this place here is where we're going to be editing our code and everything. And so it's empty currently because we have no file open. And then down here, we have what we call the status bar. And so it will tell us our status, the status of our project and everything. We can check it down here. And yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And so I will see you in our next video when we are going to create our project. For now, I'm out. Bye-bye.